Um, in other news, Harry, they've been, for the last 5 years or so, they've been recreating these lost episodes of Doctor Who in animation form. And there is a new one on the way. Galaxy 4 was the four-part story that opened the BBC Sci-Fi show's third series in 1965. Only one episode of the quarter still exists, having been found in a private collection in 2011, but are all being remade in color by a team of animators. The full script survived thanks to a fan recording original audio of the time of broadcast. Hartnell, it's the first Doctor story, all coming back in animation form. Um, I've got two
Is
questions,
this
Harry. What do you think of that? I think this is the first Doctor animation story we're getting.
That was my question, yeah. And because I know that we had obviously Sharda, which was partly remade and re-recorded, and then there's all this Troughton stories,
Yeah,
which I know were just kind of reanimated. Yeah, it's cool that they're branching into the first Doctor stories, and I hope we see more. I mean, if they keep going at the rate they're going, it won't be long until we have every single classic Who story in a watchable format in some shape or form, which I
yeah.
think, just for completionist sake, will be pretty cool to have. I've not watched or seen any clips of this new one. I don't know if any of them have been released.
But yeah.
Um, I mean, I don't know. Kind of, I know that kind of some people have mixed feelings about the animation quality. Although, from what I can tell, the animation quality of these kind of reanimated recreations are progressively getting better and better. So hopefully,
Yeah.
this one will look pretty great, especially if it's in color.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Would you rather it been in color or black and white?
Um, that's if we still do we have the original footage of one of the episodes? Did you say?
One.
Well, I don't imagine they're going to be recolorizing that. So I know, would it be a bit of a shift to go from a classic 60s live action TV show to suddenly a color animated story? I'm not
Maybe
sure.
when you buy the Blu-ray or whatever, it comes advertised as the animation featuring one originally broadcast episode.
Okay, okay. And also, I know that I believe that with some of the Troughton stories, they give the option whether or not you want to watch it in color or in black and white. So if you
And also, you
prefer
can just put
that,
your telly in
you have
black
that
and white anyway. You
option.
just turn the contrast down, you'll be fine.
Yeah, so it's not something hard to work around at all.
No, not really. I was thinking what would be good is if they. I feel Doctor Who at the moment. I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and I think even Russell recently spoke about it. Is that Doctor Who is lacking in expanded universe stuff? There is no more real
Hmm.
spin-offs or anything like that. Um, I think a cartoon series would be great, and you could maybe do like little adventures with the 13th Doctor and little like 15-minute things with Yaz, just them in the TARDIS chilling or whatever. Or you could do spin-off characters have their own animated episodes or something like that. What do you think about the possibility of that?
I think if you were going to make a Doctor Who animated series, you just don't want to be stepping on the toes of the live action show. You don't want it to be some kind of replacement.
Yeah,
So I feel like if you were to make an anime series, just make sure that whatever it isn't just stories about the Doctor and their companions, but animated. Do something to make it something distinctly different,
yeah,
so you can justify both of them existing. Because you can imagine some kind of scenario where they make, say, for CBBC, a Doctor Who animated series that does really well, and some exec thinks, "Hang on, this is doing really well. It's pulling in views." And it's cheaper than the live show. Let's just ditch the live action show and just make Doctor Who an animated series, which I think is something nobody wants.
Well, they almost did it. There was a cancelled animated series, which we will do a video on one day once we're running low on content. But until that day, leave a thumbs up or whatever. Let us know if you want us to do that. But yeah, well, we recently talked about Daleks. We watched every episode of Daleks when that came out, and that got progressively a lot better. We got really into that
Yeah.
by the end of that.
Daleks is cool. Like, I'd be up for another series of Daleks, honestly, because
Yeah.
by the end it was like cool. And we still don't know. We never found out what the what was it called? The entity.
I think it was just a thing, wasn't it? They never really sort of specified what it
But
was.
yeah, I remember thinking at the start, oh, it's going to be some kind of Doctor cameo, but we just never really found out. So
Yeah,
there's plenty of room to do another series of Daleks. I'm
yeah,
all for it.
yeah. That was really good.
I
I
don't know
remember really
how
enjoying that.
much I don't know how much demand there is for another series of Daleks. I honestly couldn't say, but I'd be up for it.